Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have something a little bit different for you guys. This is obviously, as you can tell, a much more dramatic look than what I've done in my previous videos. And that is because my good friend Stephanie reached out to me, and she is a very talented figure skater and she has a show coming up in March, and she asked me to create a look for her to wear. And so I put my mind to work and I went on Pinterest and I got some ideas. And this is what I came up with. It's a burgundy red deep plum, very dramatic eye look with some gold shimmer on the lid. I had a really fun time creating it. Steph, I know you'll do great in your show. I miss you, I love you, and I hope you like the look that I came up with. So if you want to see how I got it, then just keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna start with the eyes for this look, but before we go on to the eyes, I want to prime our face just so our primers can have a chance to sit on the skin, soak into the skin before we apply the rest of our makeup. I'm going to be using two primers. I'm going to be using the Benefit Professional Primer as well as the Makeup Forever HD High Definition Primer. So I'm going to start with the Professional. This is just going to help fill in any pores that we have, creating a smooth surface for the rest of our foundation to sit on. So I just put a little bit on my finger. I'm going to focus this on my T-zone, so primarily in my nose, cheeks, chin, and forehead. And then whatever's left on my fingers, I'm just going to put on the rest of my face. And then I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Primer. Again, just put a little bit on your fingertips. And this one's purple, so it's going to help brighten the face. This one also has a tacky finish, so it's really going to help the foundation adhere to the skin a lot better and stay all day. Alright, so once your primers are on your face, we can go ahead and move on to the eyes. So I'm first going to prime my eyes because we are applying a lot of eyeshadow and I want that to last all day and I don't want it to come off or crease or anything like that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a little bit of concealer on my eyes just to even out the skin tone and get rid of any redness or veins that we might have on our eyelid. So for that, I'm just using the Maybelline Better Skin. I'm just blending that into my eyes. Once your concealer's on, I'm going to go in with an actual eye primer, and this is the Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer. This is just a sample size. I'm just going to put a little bit on my ring finger and then put that directly onto the eyes. This is just going to help prevent our eyeshadow from creasing. So I'm going to go ahead and set everything we just put on our eyes to create a nice smooth base for our eyeshadows to blend out really nicely and really evenly. So I'm just taking my face powder, this is my Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder, and I'm just setting my eyes with that. Once you have that on, I'm going to go in with some tape, and I'm just going to put that along the side of my eye just to create a nice sharp line there. I'm sticking this on the back of my hand a couple times just to get rid of some of the tackiness. And then I'm sticking this directly on my eye. And I'm kind of keeping this more straight as opposed to like a steep angle. This is more straight, and what I also did is I didn't bring it directly up to my lash line. It's a little below. That way the eyeshadows will naturally start to come down into here on your lower lash line, making it easier to blend the upper and lower lash lines together at the end when we do the lower lash line. So once you have the tape on your eyes, I'm going to go into my Morphe 350 palette, and I'm just going to take a light neutral brown. I'm going to take this color right here and apply that all over my crease. So I'm keeping this pretty high. I'm bringing it all the way to the inner corner, and I'm also bringing it straight out to that tape as well. So I'm almost creating a straight line from the tape out here all the way to the inner corner right here. I'm going in pretty heavy-handed with that color because this is going to be a super dramatic look, super fun look. And then just do the same thing on the other eye. Alright, so once you have that first color on, I'm going to go in with the same brush, the same palette, and I'm going to go in with a slightly darker shade. So I'm going to go in with the shade directly next to that. I'm going to take this shade here. It's a darker, cooler brown. I'm going to take that on the same brush and put it in the same spot, but I'm not taking this one quite as high as that first shade. And then I'm pushing this directly into my crease as opposed to going above my crease. But again, bring it all the way to the inner corner. I'm now going to go in with a smaller brush in that same brown color that we were just using. I'm going to bring it all the way into the inner corner with this smaller brush. So I want the same depth on the inner corner as I have on the outer corner. So just keep going in with that color until you have the depth that you want. Once you have that color on, go in with your initial blending brush and just blend all of that together. Making sure everything is blended out nice and seamlessly, there are no harsh lines. Alright, once you have that on, I'm going to go in with a ColourPop eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Brady. So it's this neutral mauve color, really pretty. I'm going to take that on a fluffy pencil brush, and I'm going to put that directly into the crease. Pretty much the same place that we just put that brown color. So you'll start to notice as we go along with this look that we're pretty much just layering color on top of color on top of color. Alright, next I'm going to go in with this smaller blending brush. This is by BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to take my Urban Decay Ultimate Basics palette. I'm going to take this dark purple shade called Lethal right here. I'm going to pick that up on that brush and start applying that the same place we did everything else. This is just going to start deepening it up, start adding in that purple burgundy look that we're going for. Alright, now I'm going to take a smaller brush on that same color and I'm going to start to bring that into the inner corner. This is just a small pencil brush by e.l.f. Once you put the color down where you want it, go in with that other blending brush, that first blending brush, the BH Cosmetics one, and just blend it out, making sure everything is seamless. And you'll notice I'm kind of leaving the center of my lid bare. That's because we're going to put a gold glitter there. I really want that to pop. Once you have that down, that's a really cool tone purple, and I want it to be more warm. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe Kathleen Lights palette. I'm going to take this color right here. It's a much warmer, true burgundy color, and it's gorgeous. So I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to apply that the same places I have been everything else. And this is just going to warm it up a little bit and give us more of that true burgundy plum that we're going for. You have everything on your eyes, go in with that first blending brush with nothing on it and just go around the edges to make sure everything is blended out. I'm going to go back to my Morphe 350 palette and I'm going to take a super neutral shade on a clean blending brush. I'm going to take this color right here on a clean blending brush and go around the edges and make sure everything is just blended out nice and evenly. I'm going to take another ColourPop eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Babykins. It's this really pretty purpley, pinky, shimmery color. I'm going to take that on my finger actually, and just apply that all over my lid, focusing it on the center though. Alright, I'm going to go in with the tiniest touch of black just on the outer corner of my actual eye. So right here, just a little bit, just to deepen this up. Now the fun part, we get to play with glitter. I'm going to go in with my Too Faced glitter glue, pick some of that up on my brush, and apply that directly just to the center of my lid. I'm gonna go in with my NYX Face and Body Glitter. This is a loose glitter pigment and this is in gold. Pick some of that up on my brush. And apply that right where you put the glitter glue in the center of the lid. And this is why we started with the eyes and not the face. Alright, once you have the glitter on, go in with that small BH Cosmetics blending brush and ever so slightly and gently blend around that glitter. Just gently. Actually gonna go back in with that Color Pop in Babykins that we put on the center of our lid. Put a little bit more on just to blend the gold and that color together. Alright, so we can go ahead and remove the tape and move on to our face. So now you see you get that nice clean line there. And just clean up any glitter or any mistakes that you made. And also by putting the tape down further, like I said, you can see how it already naturally started to come down onto my lower lash line. So that's going to help us when we put color down there to blend the upper and lower lash lines together. So I hope now that you can see that what I said before is making sense. Alright, so now onto our face. As you can see, I have some really bad breakouts right now. It's really bad. I hate my skin, but I have to work with it. So I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Color Correcting Palette. And I'm going to try to color correct as best as I can. So I'm going to take that green shade and put that wherever I'm red, which is for me all over my face. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. small stipple brush and I'm going to use this to blend out that green. Alright, once you have that all blended out, I'm going to go in with my foundation. So I'm going to be using this Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear Foundation and I'm in the shade 0.5. And I'm going to be using my Precision Beauty brush. I got this at TJ Maxx. Just a small flathead kabuki brush. And I'm going to apply 5 dots to the head of the brush. And dot that all over my skin. And then buff it out in circular motions. Stupid me, forgot to record. I went in with some concealer. I went in with my darker shade, which is the Maybelline Better Skin, and I put that on my blemishes. And then I went in with my Tarte Shape Tape, which is much lighter, and I put that underneath my eyes to brighten as well as conceal those dark circles. And now I'm going to take my Dampen Beauty Blender and I'm going to blend all of that out. Once concealer is on and blended, I'm going to go in with some baking. I'm going to use my RCMA No Color Translucent Powder, my Dampen Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to put this underneath my eyes. Alright, while that's baking, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. I'm using the Benefit Ka-Brow, and this is in the shade 2. So I'm just going to first comb them out with my spoolie. Then I'm going to go ahead and fill them in. I'm going to do them pretty heavy today because obviously we have a lot going on our eyes. So in order for everything to balance out, I'm going to go pretty heavy on my eyebrows. So I'm going to fill those in and I'll be right back. Okay, brows are done, so I'm going to go ahead and dust away that baking with a big fluffy powder brush. I'm just going in circular motions. Okay, so now that we have that done, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the lower lash line. I'm going to first take a small fluffy pencil brush by e.l.f. I'm going to go in with my Morphe 350 palette and take this center shade right here and apply that all over my lower lash line. Go ahead and blend it up into that top shade, those top shades out here on the outer corner. Then I'm going to go into my Urban Decay Ultimate Basics palette and take that shade Lethal on a really tiny pencil brush. This is by Morphe. And apply that again directly to your lower lash line, but keeping this much, much closer to that lash line. And again, you can drag this up into those top colors to blend it all together. but don't take it out here like we did that first color. Go in with that first pencil brush with no additional product and just blend. And just to finish it off, I'm going to go back in with that burgundy shade in the Kathleen Lights palette. I'm going to go in with that pencil brush and just top it off with this to bring in some of that plum warm burgundy tone and just blend it all together. I'm going to go in with a totally clean blending brush. I have not used this one yet today, and just blend around the edges of everything to make sure everything is completely blended. Alright guys, I'm not going to do any eyeliner on my upper lashes, but I did just apply some black eyeliner to my waterline and my upper tight line. I'm going to apply some mascara and false lashes, and we'll be back to finish up the rest of the face. Alright, so lashes are on. I'm going to go in with my contour. I'm going to be using my Tarteist Pro Glow To Go palette. I'm going to take the bottom shade called Chisel on an angled contour brush and apply that directly into the hollows of my cheeks. I'm going pretty heavy-handed for this because, again, we have a very dramatic eye, so I want to make sure everything is balanced out. I'm going to contour my nose a little bit with a small BH Cosmetics brush in that same chisel color. If you do too much, just go in with a beauty blender and pat it out. No mistake is unfixable. Alright, once contour is done, I'm going to go in with some blush. I'm going to use this is a Pacifica blush in the shade Wild Rose. I got this in my Ipsy bag 2 months ago, I think. It's this really pretty, like pinky, mauvey, shimmery color. I'm going to take that on this Luxie 514 blush brush. I got this in my Ipsy bag this month. I'm just going to apply that right on the apples of my cheeks. And for highlight, I'm going to go in with my Becca Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. This really pretty gold champagne opal color. On an e.l.f. brush, and just apply that to the tops of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose. And that's it for the face. So all we have left is our lips, and I'm going to go in with my Essence lipstick, and this is in the shade Nude Love. It's just a pinky nude color. I'm going to apply that all over my lips. And that's definitely too pink. I'm going to go in with my Noya lipstick, and this is in the shade Smoke. This is a really, really cool tone brown. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this tutorial. I hope you really enjoyed it. I know this isn't a super everyday look and you're going to have the right occasion to wear it to, but when that occasion comes up, I hope you can use this. I had a really fun time creating it for you. Steph, good luck in your show. I know you'll do awesome. I miss you, I love you, and I want to see a recreation of this, so please text me and let me see it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Alright guys, that's going to be it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find a way to use this, whether you just take the concept and the colors and you create a more wearable smoky eye with it, or whatever you have coming up that you may be able to wear this. I hope you can use it. Steph, good luck in your show. I miss you, I love you. I want to see a recreation of this, so please let me see it. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye! Oh no, I've made a mess. Goodness gracious. Goodness me, I've made a mess. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? Oh my word. Alright guys, so I'm sitting here and I'm like looking everywhere, like all my makeup is around me on the floor and I'm looking everywhere. I'm like, where the heck is my phone? Like I cannot find my phone anywhere. I was like, I know I didn't leave it in the bathroom. I was just in there. It's not in there. Guys, I'm filming on my phone. Yep, that just happened. Oh boy, it's gonna be a long night at work. Okay.